everybody! So today, I'll be teaching you how to make a clicker game in Scratch. This is for part 1. Okay. So, when green flag clicked, you can name this whatever you want. And we hairspray. So, set size to 200%. You can change the size. Now, go to 00, change that. Then show. You have to have that. And then forever, you need that. Well, you don't need this, but I like to make this custom block called Tick Clicker. You can press OK and do tick forever. Do tick clicker, or whatever. So now do an if and you can add if you use the when the spray quick hat block, it won't work. So now you need if touching mouse pointer and mouse down. Well, using if the spray quick, it will work. However, it will cause unsolvable bugs and like the next part of something. So to make it work, you need to have if touching mouse pointer, mouse down for it. Set delete the my variable. Set create a meow variable. Well, not meow. Just call it whatever you want. Set mouse to 0. Change mouse to 1. Well, whatever your variable name is. Show your variable. Set to a large readout. Then insert your variable name. Then like this symbol. Then move it to where you want it to be. Then now you can move like your variable. You could do this 2 ways: by like backdrop, or I would use backdrop. Just glad I already conveniently named all of these. So now it should work. However, look. Now, however, this is an easy fix. You could just do a wait until not touching mouse pointer and mouse down. Boom, it works. However, it's kind of boring, isn't it? So if you want it to work better, set it to an if touching mouse pointer block. But actually, you don't use if. You can use an if. You have to use an if else if you want it to work. And 2 set size blocks. Now, to 150. Well, you could just customize this whatever you want. Else, make it like the original size. So, look. Yeah. However, yeah, you can see that if you put it like right here, it kind of does that. So to fix up the problem, you can duplicate it, call it hitbox, then make a hitbox sprite, but you will make sure is a perfect rectangle, kind of like this one. However, you'll want to create a separate hitbox sprite scaling it up to 50. So now for I need like 103. You have to make big. So you have to use hitbox 2 and then hitbox 1 to make sure it doesn't like to try to not get it to work. However, you can eliminate the heart of it if you set size to 100, then set it to like you can create like a new variable called size. Set size. So we have size and then size one like 150 to 200. So now set. Ooh. If you see the bug's gone. However, you should, however, do this. However, actually, maybe you should do like this. However, if that doesn't look good, you can always edit the hitbox. So now make it work. You have to delete all stuff. So now with the new hitbox bright, it should at least be better by a little bit. However, it doesn't work. So actually, put set this to a run without screen refresh. How if yeah, it works. However, instead of making that to run without screen refresh, we should set to take run size. Then you should set that to the run without screen refresh. Like, then you should. Like now, if I believe it should work. So I'm not like too good at this. It does. Now it works. Really, really. Now. And so that is it with part 1. Goodbye, everybody.